Hey guys, Echo here, and welcome to 9 Things I Love and Hate About Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight has always been one of those games that has constantly eluded me. I'm terrible at platformers, hate mapless exploration, and find some bosses to just be beyond ridiculous in this game. So over on Twitch, I've almost finished the main game, finally, after 8 years after it came out. Using an IGN guide and my own research to get any extra things and also just navigate my way to the map and cornifer, I'm going to list some things I like and hate about this game. Starting with things I like, first I'll say I love the art style. It's pretty, it's simplistic, it's kind of retro but in a modern way. The backgrounds and environments are really cool. The bug and religious motif works really well with the theme. The sound design, the music, dude, it fits so perfectly with the art style, and it's just one of those chill games you can just play. But this is a disguise, which I'll get into soon, but this is not one of these chill games you can just play. The charm system is awesome, and it's such a cute way to bring limited upgrades into the game. They are meaningful. A charm can mean the difference between being stuck on a boss or an area or making it simple. Upgrades. The game drip feeds you these steady upgrades and new abilities that reward exploration and repeating old areas to find things you missed, and these upgrades make big differences in your game and are game changing. Next, the main game is actually pretty short. The first time I played it, I thought the game was so ridiculously long, but after using a guide, I realized how little is actually mandatory. This is sick for replaying and speedrunning and also going back to do extra things. Next, kind of expanding on that, is content. Although the main game is short, to 112% complete the game, it can take many more hours to collect everything and kill every boss. Next is challenge. The game is challenging, not just bosses, but there's areas that I never ever in my life want to visit again. Just getting to some of these areas is beyond ridiculous, let alone like navigating them. Next is arcade style. It's fun, it's fast paced, I like the way the screen changes, it's cool. And number 9, the bench system. I kind of like this bench system, how it kind of sits on a bench and you can only change your charms when you sit on a bench. Benches are also kind of annoying, but we'll get to that later. Now going into the things I cannot stand about this game. The map. This is my biggest gripe about this game. I cannot stand not knowing exactly where I am unless I use the charm, or I don't even have the map for the area because I haven't found Conifer yet. Dying. It sucks when you die. When you die in Souls games, you can kind of go back, find your soul splatter on the ground. You're not going that far from the bonfire. It's not too bad. But in Hollow Knight, if you die way down at the bottom of the map, you missed a bench, you might just lose your damn mind trying to make your way all the way back. And even worse, when you do get to your shade, it can attack you and you can die. You will lose all your geo and you still have to get your shade again, otherwise you will have less soul. Next is area connectivity. It is cool how the areas are all connected and you need certain items like the tram pass to get to certain areas, but my god, it is annoying when you're looking at a map thinking, oh, I can go right into this area, only to find out when you get there that you are missing an item or an ability or a key, or you went the wrong way around, and now you have to go all the way back. Next, I want to talk about boss fights. The balance of boss fights is just a bit all over the place. Some I found way too easy, even in the later game, and some, even in the early game, I found a way too hard. There doesn't really seem to be a good middle ground in this game. It's either super easy or super difficult, and there's kind of no middle ground. It feels good when you win, but I think it's the weakest aspect of the game. Also, with most of the bosses, it's impossible to react instinctively to them. You have to know their attacks and what they're about to do and what their telegraphs look like. That means that the first attempt of a boss, you will never, ever win. It's going to take you at least 5 or 10 attempts to even understand the attacks and the attack patterns and when you can heal and when you can't heal. And so even if you're amazing at the game and you're really good at dealing with things instinctually, you're still not going to know how a boss plays out until you fight it multiple times. Next, this is kind of a weird one, but there's a couple frames when you land from a jump where you cannot attack. And it's like just long enough to fuck the shit out of my timing, and I don't know who at Team Cherry decided that, but when you land from a jump and you press the attack button, it should get queued up so it can attack as soon as it's ready. It shouldn't just completely ignore your input, because this has killed me uncountable amount of times. Next, going back to bosses, many of them require hella platforming, and platforming's just not my thing. Focusing on all these different attacks while you're kind of jumping between platforms or hitting these like spiky bits away while you're trying to kill this bitch is just insane. Next, I'm talking about healing. It takes way too long, man, and the charm takes 3 charm slots to get it to what it should be. With 3 charm slots, the healing should be almost instantaneous. 3 charm slots is pretty high charm cost for just making your healing like a half second quicker. Next, the story. The story is just a little too hidden, and there's just too little hints to work it out by yourself. I feel like the story is actually really interesting, but I've gotten to the end of the game, looked at every single dialogue option, read every book or stone thing, talked to everyone, and I still have no idea what I'm fighting for. I don't know why I'm killing the Hollow Knight. I don't know why I'm killing the Dreamers. I don't know what I'm trying to achieve, and that's just kind of how the story is. Even after watching videos, I just don't really understand. And finally, it's taken me hundreds of attempts to finish this game because it's just not my thing, and over 8 years. So please, come and see me on Twitch and we can finish it together. I'm thinking of finishing the final boss and then going back and doing some of the optional bosses, maybe all of the optional bosses. More videos incoming, I swear to God, I'm taking this more seriously now. We're going to upload multiple times a week, swear to God. But anyway, this was 9 things I love and hate about Hollow Knight. Thank you so much for watching, kiss the like button, subscribe for more and follow me on Twitch, and I'll see you all next time.